Hey guys, welcome back to I'm Making a Mess with Darlene Morgan. Because there have been many messes that I've been in and that I've absolutely created, but considering I'm still here, I know that God has a purpose for me and I know He has one for you. I want to use my life experiences as a way to help others and hopefully relate to many others as well. I mainly write from a single mom perspective, but I really hope that I'm actually reaching a wide audience. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and now my online blog, Unmaking a Mess, where I take those stories and I read from them and record them here. And so that's what I'm about ready to do. But please don't forget to share and subscribe and tell others about it. I'm really trying hard to build this audience and would love your help. I would also love to hear your comments too. So anyway, okay. So to get kind of here on more serious side, I wrote this particular blog on July 11th, which, like I said, it's on my online blog, Unmaking a Mess. July 11th, let's see here, we are at the 24th or 25th, and so yeah, it's been almost 2 weeks, but I'm definitely getting caught up and creating content and trying to be pretty consistent here, and so it feels really good. I did write this at a particular day when I received some difficult news, which, hey man, it's typical, in all of our lives. It's not like everything is going to go good, and that's part of why I write these blogs and I tape them and record them, because I want to definitely share my life with others. So you can see what exactly is possible when you trust God. Or, if you're not a believer at this time, I hope it creates a closeness for you to believe of all the things that He can do for you, just as you might start to gather all the things that He's done for me, which I'm super thankful for, because I still believe, even though now at this late age of life, I believe He still has a purpose for me, and here I am to tell you a lot about everything. Okay, so this was written on July 11th, and actually when this picture of my sister and I popped up on my Facebook, I just realized that it was just kind of a reminder for me that there was a time that, I was going through a whole different stage of life, but I pulled through and she was there. And it just kind of made me realize how much I really miss her, which I always do. But, I tell my daughters, your family, your sisters and your brother are everything. And I knew I could always go to my sister and talk to her. And this was one of those days where I really, really needed to. So when the picture popped up, I had to put it in writing. Okay, so here it is. This one is called Life. Man, I wish my sister was here. I might not be running with her anymore, but I know she'd be hanging out to work in the yard with me. I say running because on this particular memory that popped up, it's a picture of her and I after a 5K run that we did together at the fiesta. She would question why I do so much now and perpetually tell me to be careful. Then she'd probably jump in to help me in my yard. We would have so much fun. She would have all the answers for me that I need and then some. All too often she would tell me, let it go. It's not worth it. So true. If she were here, together, we would miss our tiny mom dearly. Together, we'd make trips to Kansas City now because my girls are grown. We would make those trips with each other, or we'd load up all 3 of my girls and off we would go. Together, we'd sit for coffee at my shop and I would introduce her to all the people that I know. Together, we could grow old. I was with her so many of her final days, trying to get her to eat or sip on something to drink. I have 3 sisters gone, 2 from cancer, and she was one of them. I have a brother gone, also from cancer. Some days I know why I do what I do, to honor and fulfill this life fully for them. The day before I wrote this, it brought on more questions about my future and finances. If my sister was here, she would know exactly what to say. She would probably start out with, well, why don't you... And then she would say something completely monumental and purposeful. And I would say, really? And she would lift me up in a more direct, yet caring way possible. She would know. I tell my girls, friends will come and go, but your siblings will always be there. No matter the arguments, the disagreements, the differences, they will always be there. I had a different relationship with each of my sisters and my brother. One sister was a principal of a middle school, and she died at a time when I was a total mess. I regret that. I regret that very much. I was there during her last days, but not in the way I wish I was and I should have been, or the way I would have wished she had seen me last. My other sister and brother, well, they finally got to see me in a more stable place, thank God. But the first 2 sisters, I wish they were here so very much so we can bond in ways that we couldn't before. This is the life that I'm living now. And it's also thinking about the life that I didn't get to have. So, as I sat on my porch looking at this picture of my sister and I and contemplating some major decisions, I got to thinking, why waste it? I'm not going to. I'm going to protect this peace and contentment that I have now. It's valuable, and I'll keep sticking up for what I know is right. And above all, take care of my girls and my son. This is a God-given life. So I want you to live your life for those who've gone before you. Decide how you want to do that for them, and do it to the fullest and most joyfully exhausted way possible. Okay, I know that was a really short one, but you know, when you've got things on your mind like I did that day, sometimes you just got to put them in writing or speak them out in the open, whether it's just to a recording or to friends or someone else. And for me, I think it really helps. It helps me put a lot of this in writing. It puts a lot of perspective. And not only that, it increases my faith that much more. Because I feel like as I write about it, I believe it that much more. I believe in, living my life to the fullest. Since this particular day, I learned even more news that was particularly concerning regarding my finances. I think I'll save it for another post, but I do know this in particular. I know that even though things could look really dim here in a few months or so, I think it's that much more important that I continue to record these and put it out there to you guys, put it out there for everyone to hear, because I think it's going to be even that much more of a testimony of why I am actually here. And I want to ask you a few questions, and I really want to hear your comments and, whatever it is you want to share with me. Don't feel you have to share details, names, or anything like that. I just want to start a discussion. And I want you to also know that if you were ever to email me or call me, I would always be discreet with you. I really do want to share my experiences with everybody and the encouragement that I have actually built up over the last several years because of the way God has worked in my life. My question to you is, what is it that you really want to do now that you have put off because you feel as if you were not confident enough? What is it also on the opposite end of the spectrum that has you really concerned? Although you've been through something similar and you've seen where you were able to work your way out of it. Was it you working your way out of it? Or was it God? So please share those things with us, and let's build a community together, because that's why I'm here. I want to build more of a community. I want to share more of my work, my life, my stories, my experiences, because there is so much more. And obviously, God's not finished with me yet, because with every single day I run into a challenge, I think it's just that much more of an opportunity to share how wonderful He actually can be and how He does make things possible. Okay. All right. Well, that one was kind of a quick one. And you know what? I felt pretty good about it. Like, it just came really genuine. Not that they aren't. It's just, I worry so much about how I look or my voice or if I say the right thing. But I think when God is truly working through me, I think He puts those words in my mind and the feelings on my heart and tells me, now's your time. So I hope that's the case. Share and subscribe. Remember, I'm here for you guys. Ask God to come into your heart, because I'm telling you what, it was one of the best things I ever did. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me. I will make sure that I put my email address in there, as well as other links. And just let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and share any stories with you that might help you as well. All right. Talk to you guys later. I'm out of here. I had just gotten home from a walk, and it's time for me to get cleaned up and go spend some time with my girls. All right. Have a great night all, or morning, or day, whatever it is. Take care.